enjoy this. My birthday was Monday. Now I finally get to go home and enjoy it with some Burger King. Here I come, baby! Yeah. Burger King! Yeah. Burger King! Yeah. Yo! And talk to Bob Bear, because he's my man. Don King, kiss my ass.
What's up, guys? Thank you Thank you once again for tuning in. It's a bit late. What's the time? It's 12:30 in the evening in Nigeria, and I am shattered. I am tired. It's been a long day, but nonetheless, I just wanted to make this very brief video, famous last words, about Robert Guererro and his announcement that he has retired. He put on his Twitter page that I am retired, thank you. I hope let me read exactly what he said. I want to get it word for word. I don't want to misquote him. Robert Guererro. I'm announcing my retirement. Thanks to everyone, especially the fans. I hope you appreciate the guts and glory I left in the ring. God bless. And I'm happy. I'm happy about it. Look, I watched his fight against Figueroa, and it was painful to watch for me. I've been long following the Ghost during his featherweight days, so it's weird to even see him at kind of light welterweight now, slugging it out against guys that clearly oversize him. And I think, look, boxers never really retire, right? Even when they're past their best, they always think they've got another last good fight in them. There's always like that last good hurrah. Get me a match and I can prove myself, I can do it one more time. Whether it's for the money, whether it's for the adulation, whatever. Boxers always seem to go on too long, and we see it time and time again in boxing. Look, the names are just obvious. Look, the Roy Jones Jr.'s, who has just completely, I think, destroyed his legacy, and he should destroy his legacy. A quick one about Roy Jones Jr. A lot of people say that his legacy isn't destroyed, and we should only judge him on what he did while he's at his peak, and I think that's wrong. A boxing career should be from zero to where it's going to end, and we've got to judge him throughout that career. And in his last sort of 15 fights, it's been horrendous. So I think it's fair to judge Roy Jones Jr. on the whole career. Anyway, so Roy Jones Jr., James Toney, Sugar Shane Mosley, Antonio Margarita's going to come back. He's had a few fights. Ricardo Mayorga wants to fight again. There's numerous boxers, numerous elite level boxers that fight on too long. One of the greatest, Muhammad Ali, fought, I think, his last 4 or 5 fights that he shouldn't have had. And Robert Guererro has made the decision to kind of call it quits at, I think, exactly the right time. I remember watching Robert Guererro against Michael Katsidis. That was at lightweight. And look, I'm not trying to say Robert Guerrero was the most skillful boxer. Look, he wasn't in the realms of the Vasyl Lomachenko's, of the Guillermo Rigondos of the world, or even the Floyd Mayweathers and Andre Ward. He wasn't a stylistically skillful boxer, but he definitely wasn't a brawler. I never thought of watching a Guerrero fight and thought, I'm going to see a brawler. That was in these lighter weights. As he's jumped weights, I remember he jumped from lightweight to welterweight. As he's jumped weights, I kind of feel like he's turned into this brawler. And almost like the boxing skills have gone out the window. And it's strange for me, because I always feel like guys that jump up in weight classes should use what they really have, which is their natural kind of boxing skill. I always feel like guys that jump up in weight class, you can't brawl against the naturally bigger guys. You're always going to lose. That's just not your style of fighting. But for Guerrero, and I've said this about Timothy Bradley as well, they've almost adopted this, if you like, fan-friendly style, or what they perceive as fan-friendly style to get more fights. And Guerrero has always said it, win or loss. He's always said kind of after the fights, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And look, I'm all for that. I think it's fantastic. I think that it's good that he wants to please the fans, but not to your health, not at the detriment of you. Especially if that's not your style, especially if it's a style that you've adopted because you think that's what wins over the fans. I've long been a Guerrero fan at the lighter weight classes. I mean, even for the likes when he fought Salido, we're going back then, which I think was a featherweight fight. In, what was it, 2006 or something, I can't remember, but I've been a Guerrero fan for a long time, and it never was because of his kind of come forward action style. That's never been him. But unfortunately, that's what he adopted in his later years. And I think performances against the likes of Danny Garcia wasn't great. Andre Berto was a war. He got absolutely outskilled by Floyd Mayweather. But regardless, he made good money, $3 million for that fight. Rumored to be anyway, which is way past anything he's ever earned and way past anything he's ever earned after that fight. Keith Thurman, Aaron Martinez was a split decision. That wasn't a good performance. But then, look, Keith Thurman, nothing wrong with that. That was for the WBA welterweight title. You know, losing to Keith Thurman isn't an embarrassment thing. Even losing to Danny Garcia, who's probably in the top 5 welterweights, isn't an embarrassing thing. Aaron Martinez, alarm bell started ringing for me because Guerrero, I've never thought of Guerrero as a gatekeeper. I've always thought of Guerrero as a very, very good fighter. Even at welterweight, even a weight that I think's too big for him, I thought he was a good fighter. I've always been around my top 15, top 10, top 15. So he's always going to be a competitive fight against any of the top guys. I think that's just how Guerrero performs. Even the Keith Thurman fight was a very, very good fight. It was a decent fight, right? I mean, the scorecards were close. I had it as a close fight. So again, not an embarrassing performance. Aaron Martinez, to me, he's not a world-leading fighter. When you get a split decision win against him, alarm bells are ringing there. David Emmanuel Peralta, the loss. That's when I thought, there's clearly slippage here. There's clearly slippage. And again, that all-action style isn't a long-lasting style in boxing. It's just the idea of having to land yours to take theirs. I mean, having to land your own, but in doing so, you've got to maybe consume a couple of punches on the way in because you're no longer using your foot movement or your footwork or your hand movement. You're just kind of bulldozing your way in. That style doesn't last long. And I think we saw it against Figueroa. And look, for him to be put down as many times as he's been put down, I've never seen Guerrero go down like that. Enough's enough, right? I mean, he's been through a hell of a lot, not just in the ring, outside the ring. Let's not forget his wife battled cancer as well. She's overcome that, so that's fantastic news. But he's earned good money. He must have been getting paid good money on PBC. Look, he must have been bringing in good numbers. He's had big fights over his career. So he'll look back and think, like, what was Guerrero, a 4-weight world champion, I believe? 3 or 4-weight world champion. He's had the Floyd Mayweather fight that many people have been chasing for. He got that fight by beating Andre Berto. So for me, it's a fantastic decision. I hope more boxers can do that. I actually believe Guerrero as well when he says he won't return. He looks like that kind of person. I think he's a family man. And I think, remember, we saw that in the 24/7 with Floyd Mayweather. It was weird. It was chalk and cheese, right? Floyd was out there throwing cash and every time they got Guerrero, which people consider boring at the time, he's just at home talking, relaxing. And I think that's him. And I hope that he does stick to his decision. I think there might be... Look, Guerrero doesn't want to ever be a gatekeeper. That's what you never want to be if you were an elite boxer, and he was an elite boxer. But that's what he will become, a gatekeeper. So I hope he can stick to the decision. He's made good money. Again, you guys watch my videos, you always hear what I say. My favourite phrase is, get paid, then get out, because it is a dangerous sport. And I think it's fair to say he's ticked those boxes. He's had the big fights, he's got paid, and now he's got out. I'm not sure how old Guerrero is, but I'm guessing he's about 34, 35, so for me it's perfect timing. So guys, what do you think? What's your best Guerrero performance? Mine still is Michael Katsidis. I think that was a fantastic fight. He weathered the storm and he went on to do very well against Katsidis. I think it was a 12-round decision, but that's my best Guerrero performance. The Andre Berto one, I'll give him that as well. At the time, I think a lot of people had Berto beating him, and for him to come back and do that against Berto was fantastic. But how is he going to be known? Is he going to go down as a Hall of Fame fighter? Does he have a career-defining win that puts him in that kind of discussion? Let me know what you think. Peace.